Good morning, friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Saturday, October 2, 2021. Saturday is ruled by the planet Saturn, as I have indicated here, and that is our planet for structure and stewardship, which we've discussed before, so I'll just leave it at that. The moon is in Leo all day today. Leo is ruled by the sun. And when the moon, our planet for heart and home, transits through this sign, we feel a little bit more like letting our lights shine. Doing those things we are really good at. We may be feeling especially handsome or charming at this time, and also in a mood to give generously of our time and resources. Also, the waning crescent energy of this moon is reminding us to release or shed the things that no longer serve us. The sun is still in Libra, ruled by Venus, goddess planet of values and abundance. There is an easy confidence in all of our moves during these early autumn weeks. Likewise, positive, productive thoughts and ideas are percolating among us and our closest allies. Finances also are emphasized here. So this is a good time to be on our game when it comes to the things that make us money. I'll put a little dollar bill up here. Okay, let's take a look at these planets and aspects before we get into the interpretation. Who do we have at the party today? Mercury is here. This is our planet for thought and communication. Also travel. Because if you think about it, travel is a way that we communicate ourselves from one place to another. Mercury is currently in retrograde, and so it's offering us some potential for challenges in our communications, but also think about the equipment and the systems you use for communication, because you may be running into some struggles with that as well. And I just went ahead and went all the way over that for you. So that's Mercury Retrograde, and we can skip it when it comes up again. Yay! All right, Venus is here. This is our planet for values and relation. Okay, so it highlights those things that we value the most and those people that we value the most. So this is our love and our money. Neptune is here. This is our planet for spiritual awareness, or that awareness one achieves sometimes that we are all one. Jupiter is our planet for expansion. N-S-I-O-N. Opportunities and positive vibrations, my friends. Mars is here. That's our sense of initiative, our will to act in the world, our ability to get up and fight if we have to. Chiron, how to heal. Ooh, we've already got a lot of people here today. Venus, Pluto here is our reminder that things end and begin. And it also brings us into the depths or the farthest reaches. This includes intuition. Chiron. Okay, we haven't mentioned the sun and the moon yet. The sun is your outer life, how you show up in the world, the person that other people get to know. The moon is your inner life, your emotional, intuitive life, and also your domestic sphere. So it includes your home and all the entities in it. And I think that we've got all of these except for Uranus. which is your change maker, your free thinker. Uranus does things differently. It encourages us to do things differently. Because sometimes you're just doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working right. Everybody needs a little change maker in their lives. Okay, as for aspects, I see 2 trines. Trines are very positive, and the word most often used is harmonious. I see some squares, and that indicates challenges. I see some opposition. And this can indicate conflict or an invitation to create balance. Whereas with square challenges, it's more like an invitation to be patient and move forward and you know, use the challenges to inform your day. Does that make sense? Yes, with square, I would say the challenges are often just things to be faced and gotten through to the best of our ability. Okay. And then we have sextile. This is a very cooperative energy. It basically says that the energies of this planet, when they come into this relationship with this planet, are mutually useful to one another. They cooperate with one another. We have a perihelion with us today. That means closest to the sun. And that doesn't mean it's the closest planet to the sun, it just means it's the closest it gets to the sun. Here we have a couple of ingress. That's a transit word, which says it's moving out of one sign and into the next. And we have a quincunx. It's almost as if we have just about everybody and every variable outcome. It's almost as though we have every planet, or almost every planet, and also every aspect available to us in this forecast today. So that should keep things interesting. Let's start in the ongoing. We talked about Mercury Retrograde. And what it indicates, which is that our communications and equipment and systems we use to communicate may be challenged right now. Don't make travel plans at this time, or really any long-term choices if you can avoid it. Retrograde isn't a reason to be afraid that everything is going to shit. Just keep an eye open for potential hazards and holdups. Give yourselves plenty of time and apply patience. Today is day 4 of 4 for us in this beautiful Venus trine Neptune aspect. Venus and Neptune have this thing in common that helps us see the commonalities among people, and that includes our most cherished people and the broader world of people. I've been feeling the love for all of my fellow humans lately, and an especially close bond with my sweetheart and my dearest friends. It helps us to connect with others when we're in remembrance of the fact that everyone has the same needs and desires, even if they have different ways of going about meeting them. And having this awareness sets us up for success in all of our interactions. We are one. Successful relating. Today is also day 3 of 4 for the Venus square Jupiter aspect that says, let the good times roll, extravaganza. Square is a challenging aspect, and we may have noticed some challenges or obstacles in our path these last few days, especially if we had serious duties to attend. My experience has been mostly positive where this aspect is concerned. Really, like taking care of the serious things came to me more easily and with less anxiety than it might usually do. Additionally, Jupiter is in retrograde, which actually reads to increase our luck. So, hey, if you hit the Powerball, let me know. Good fortune, good times. Please let me know if you hit that Powerball. I'm going to go back and say Neptune is also in retrograde. Mercury is also in retrograde. Chiron here is in retrograde. Okay. So additionally to that, we are also in this day two of 4 of this Mars in opposition to Chiron aspect. Chiron is also in retrograde, as I said, and close to its perihelion. So our mental and spiritual health are highlighted. Are your actions, behaviors, impulses, etc. in alignment with your stated desire to heal these old wounds? Mars in opposition wants to know. Align action with intent to heal. And all of this is just the run-up to today's aspect, so let's get into them now. I give these in Central Standard Time since I am in Fayetteville, Arkansas, y'all. 2:47 a.m. Venus sextile Pluto. So first thing in the morning, Venus makes its third and final very positive 4-day aspect of the week. Our planet for values and relating comes into a cooperative energy with our planet for mystery, intuition, and the understanding that all stories have a beginning and an end. This feels like a really good time to go deep with our loved ones or to invest in our close relationships by sharing more deeply about ourselves. Share what's in our hearts. Pluto is in retrograde, which in Pluto's case reads as though we can gain unusual clarity, especially when exercising our intuitive muscles. Intuitive clarity. Together with the fact that Venus rules our current sign, sun sign, Libra, it's almost as though all of this intuitive relating is more visible to us and possibly to other people. What normally is going unseen is blessed in the broad daylight by others who can see it and will relate. And then at 2:28 p.m., this is a 4-day aspect, by the way. There we go. This one will be a 2-hour aspect. At 2:28 a.m., the moon goes in opposition to Jupiter. So opposition indicates a chance for upset in the status quo, but Jupiter, as I've said, is always bringing the positive vibrations. So this can look like a good time, again, to share more deeply at home where we feel at peace among our people. Any conflict that arises here might be in the form of a challenge with the temptation to overindulge in the things that make us feel good. There may also be someone present whose love shows up in a meddlesome or interrupting way. In any case, good moods are indicated in the heart and home during this 2-hour transit that invites us to take it easy, man. And during that 2-hour transit, at 3:49 a.m., Chiron will reach its perihelion. Perihelion is, as we have discussed, is the point in a body's orbit around the sun where it comes closest to the sun. Chiron has been in retrograde for a few months now. So it appears from our perspective to have sort of backed into this spotlight. Chiron in retrograde puts the emphasis on healing the wounds of the mind and spirit from those hurts from the past that may continue to have an impact on our present day lives. This perihelion literally shines the sun's light as brightly as it ever will on that healing, signifying the importance of being able to let go of whatever we haven't been able to integrate. Release. I wouldn't be surprised if this is part of the deeper conversations we may be having at home, sharing what's in our heart. Then at 3:57 p.m., the moon runs sextile with Jupiter. So earlier today, the moon was in opposition with Jupiter. And now the moon, our heart and home, has formed a sextile with that same planet, including a more cooperative approach to inner and domestic growth, expansion, good fortune, and opportunities. Moods will be very happy and positive during this time. It's a 2-hour aspect. And this is a good time to make new friends and explore new opportunities. What's new? And then a few hours later at 6:43 p.m., a void of course moon runs square with Venus. So the void of course moon just means that this moon is making its last aspect with another planet while it is in the sign of Leo. And that being the case, it doesn't really feel very encumbered or informed by Leo. And it also doesn't feel like it is being very influenced by the next sign, which is Sagittarius. Okay, so this is sort of a free-floating heart and home. And the moon square Venus is likely to have us feeling very affectionate and perhaps somewhat in need of attention from a loved one. The challenge that shows up here has a theme song, and it's called "You Can't Always Get What You Want." Listen, it's a-okay at this time to put out a bid for affection and ask to get your needs met. And if that assistance is simply not available at this time, rather than get down about the lack of companionship, I'm going to suggest that we engage in some self-care. If you're tired, take a nap. If it's shower day, go ahead and get cleaned up. If there is chocolate to be had, go ahead and have it. This 2-hour aspect and the feelings that come with it will pass, and we will be better prepared to move forward. Needs some love. Self-care may be indicated. Coming up tomorrow, the moon moves into Virgo early in the morning, bringing our responsibilities at home into sharper focus. Also tomorrow, Mercury will make an auspicious aspect with Jupiter, giving us bigger and better and more opportunities to discuss. Additionally, next week, Mars will make a significant aspect with Uranus, and Venus will transit out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius. We will continue to discuss all of these things and more as they come up. And that's it for today, friends. This has been your daily aspects and astrological weather forecast for Saturday, October 2, 2021. If you have questions or if you feel inspired to share an observation or an experience, I invite you to add to the comments below. Also, please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel. I will leave this up for about 30 seconds so that you may look it over. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more daily aspects.